the 2022 wedding boom, the rise in A-beauty, and progressing hybrid working. That and more on today's episode.
Want to know what's next? For over 2 decades, we've led the world's most influential brands to create the right products at the right time for tomorrow's consumer. This is WGSN's Client Questions Answered.
Hello and welcome to the show where our experts from around the globe unpack your biggest challenges. I'm Carla Bizashi, President and CEO at WGSN. Let's dive straight in. Our first question comes from a client asking, what challenges are arising amid the 2022 wedding boom and how can brands address them? Let's hear what Cassandra Gagnon, our interiors analyst based in New York, has to say.
2022 is predicted to have 2.5 million weddings take place, a boom not seen since 1984. COVID restrictions continue to lift in various regions, but a recession economy and supply chain disruptions create alternate interferences. Practice budget mindfulness, acknowledging that inflation and increased demand for venues are increasing the cost of weddings. Help consumers DIY stationery, favors, and signage with small kits that create a personal, yet professional finish. Flowers are a sector seeing extreme shortages. Florists should consider less but better arrangements, taking cue from the Dutch masters to create still life-inspired centerpieces, placed at a few key locations. Mix in readily available vegetables, fruit, and even fungi to further this effect, and celebrate seasonal, local abundance.
Thanks, Cassandra. Very good answer. You can also find out more about special events in our Spring-Summer 2022 report on weddings and showers. Our next question comes from a client asking, what are the 3 need-to-know things about A-beauty? Yes, A-beauty or African beauty is tipped to be the next big trend. So let's head over to Raisa Bray, our researcher in South Africa, to find out more. Over to you, Raisa.
Unlike K-beauty or J-beauty, which refer to a single country, A-beauty covers 54 countries that make up the continent. Each country has its own culture, beauty traditions, and regional ingredients that are represented by local brands. I'd like to highlight South Africa's Schoon Beauty, Ghana's Nokware, and Nigeria's Arami as leaders in this growing market. Secondly, A-beauty is all about championing local ingredients that reflect the vast biodiversity of various regions. These nutritious ingredients are backed by science and centuries worth of traditions. And lastly, when using indigenous ingredients like moringa, baobab, or marula, to name a few, be sure to work with local farmers and communities to learn about their ancestral recipes and techniques. They should be involved in the business with an advisory role or receive fair compensation, as these are age-old ingredients and their methodologies are being scaled to a mass market level.
Amazing. Thank you, Raisa. I'm definitely looking forward to finding these new nutritious ingredients and seeing what A-beauty will bring to our beauty habits. Our final question for today comes from a client asking, since hybrid work is here to stay and companies are planning their return to a physical environment, what spaces will best ensure a successful return to the office? Giving us their take on this topic is Gemma Roberti, WGSN's Head of Interiors based in London. Let's hear from her now.
Thank you. That is a great question that we are addressing with a number of reports. So overall, employees are looking for a dynamic environment that can truly respond to how, when, and where work is done. So an adaptable, a flexible environment that balances focused and collaborative work with furniture and furnishings that can respond to these different work styles, that can grow and evolve as a company grows and evolves. And it needs to be a place that people look forward to, that feels human, personal, designed with the users, that conveys a sense of control and of collaboration. Because research finds that when people like their offices, they're more engaged, more productive, and less likely to leave. So if you're looking to understand how to engage and retain your workforce, co-design with them. Make them feel valued, involved, and listened to.
Amazing. Thank you, Gemma, for that answer. So that's it for this week. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like answered, please pop them in the comments box for one of our experts to get to. I'm Carla Bizashi, and I'll see you next time.